This news update is brought to you by...
So, I'm meeting Rico later. Gotta check in with the girls, but first, let me check my usage on the MyLime app. Now, what should I wear? Hashtag sexy. He's here.
It's Wednesday, July 8th, and this is the Barbados Today Evening Update. A warm welcome to you. I'm Fernella Wedderburn. We begin with news that the National Union of Public Workers will meet with the Barbados Investment and Development Corporation tomorrow in another attempt to resolve the impasse over the BIDC's dismissal of 13 workers. The decision was reached after a meeting between Labour Minister Dr. Esther Bayer and union officials this afternoon. Our Emmanuel Joseph has this update.
After about 2 hours of talk here at the Ministry of Labour, chaired by Minister of Labour Dr. Esther Bayer, with the National Union of Public Workers, both sides have agreed to meet with the BIDC in a full consultation tomorrow at a time to be determined, with the aim of reaching a resolution to this long-standing dispute where the Barbados Investment and Development Corporation has forced 13 workers over the age of 60 to retire. And that's the bone of contention. The Minister of Labour says she's hopeful and she's actually encouraged by what has happened so far without giving details of the discussions at the meeting. The union, for its part, says the industrial action will continue and they're hoping for some resolution tomorrow. But the point is that the industrial action will continue while the talks are ongoing. So both sides are hopeful, but the gist of it is that the industrial action will continue while the BIDC and the National Union of Public Workers come together in a full consultation tomorrow with the aim of reaching a resolution. From the Minister of Labour, Emmanuel Joseph for Barbados Today.
It definitely was not business as usual at the Sanitation Service Authority today. From as early as 8 o'clock this morning, workers gathered outside the SSA's Wildy headquarters and downed tools, as instructed by the NUPW. While the SSA's garbage collection trucks remained parked in the yard, its employees gathered on the outskirts of the property. When pressed by Barbados Today for a comment on the situation, all of the employees remained tight-lipped and referred any comments to their union representatives. Over at the Westbury Cemetery, the situation was the same for the dozen or so SSA employees stationed there. One of the men said that while there were supposed to be 5 burials taking place at the cemetery, with the first slated for 12:30 p.m., there would be no digging of graves. And the psychiatric hospital in Black Rock was reportedly hit by industrial action today, with a higher than usual number of nurses reporting sick. Hospital Director David Leacock told Barbados Today the early morning shifts and late night shifts were the worst affected. Meantime, the head of the Productivity Council says Barbados cannot afford ongoing industrial action at this time. John Pilgrim tells Barbados Today the social partners need to get back to basics as quickly as possible and settle their dispute.
We got to go back to basics, if you understand me. We need to, otherwise one thing can lead to another, another can lead to another, and it can have that cascade effect on at the sectoral, even at the national level. And we can't afford to have that, especially at the time when we are rebuilding. We have investment coming back into Barbados. We have some level of confidence being restored. You know, and things like that. We can't afford that. So we need to get back quickly and start to talk some more.
In sports, Pride of Gall Hill has been demoted from the Barbados Football Association's Premier League. Last night at the Wildy St. Michael AstroTurf, in a game they had to win to maintain any hope of remaining in top-flight football, the Christchurch side was beaten 1-0 by Barbados Defence Force Sports Programme thanks to a 39th-minute goal from Captain Romario Hayward. If Gall Hill had won, they would still be in with a chance of remaining in the Premier League, depending on whether 8th place Solaris Pinelands won their next game against Clayton's Colatonic Notre Dame. But the loss has sent Pride of Gall Hill packing into Division 1. In last night's other game, UWI Blackbirds defeated Britons Hill 2-0 thanks to strikes from Jomo Harris in the 45th minute and Corey Barrow in the 69th minute.
There's regional and international news after this short break.
Got it in my hand, yeah. My Barbados, my bank. Got to understand, yeah. My Barbados, my bank. Ain't nothing like a core bank spare. None of them others just can't compare. You just got to love that taste. It's the world-class thing this land makes. Whether I'm cruising or at a bar, whether I'm at home, my bank spare is never far. For this blessing, got to give God thanks. My Barbados, my bank.
The news from our regional neighbors, Guyana President David Granger will address Parliament tomorrow amid reports that Venezuela has withdrawn the controversial decree. Venezuela has also recalled its ambassador in Georgetown and ordered its Foreign Affairs Minister, Delcy Rodriguez, to review diplomatic relations with Guyana. But while Caracas is reported to have withdrawn the May 26 decree, which includes all the Atlantic waters of the Essequibo coast, it has since replaced it with a new one, which seeks to justify its actions. Further afield, the Baltimore mayor sacks the city's police chief and replaces him with his deputy. But Mayor Stephanie Rawlins Blake did not specify why she was replacing Police Commissioner Anthony Bates. The move follows the April riots when Ferdy Gray died after suffering injuries in police custody. 6 officers were charged over the death of the 25-year-old. And finally, a Baghdad court today sentenced 24 men to death by hanging over a June 2014 massacre of hundreds of soldiers. Some 1,700 soldiers, most of them Shia Muslim recruits, were killed when the jihadist group attacked a military base near Tikrit. The 24 pleaded not guilty, insisting they had not taken part in the massacre. And on that note, we come to the end of our Barbados Today evening updates, but we'll be back again in the morning. Until then, log on to www.barbadostoday.bb, subscribe to our e-paper, our email updates, and like us on Facebook. You can also catch us on Izumi Media in bus terminals or screenplay at supermarkets and gas stations near you. We're also on Channel 101 online TV and Mix 96.9 FM. I'm Fernella Wedderburn. Good evening.